Hello fellow historians, Pat here. In this lesson we'll be continuing with the Cold War. As you will see, there are many aspects of the Cold War, and the beauty of it is they can be told in any order and fitted together at the end. For this lesson we'll be looking at the Cuban Missile Crisis. In this lesson we'll learn how the conflict between capitalism and communism caused both sides to get involved in other countries' proxy wars. That is, a war that they're not directly involved in, but they're pulling the strings. We'll also learn how close the world came to total nuclear destruction and how the events made both sides see common sense. Cuba is a little Caribbean island only 90 miles off the coast of Florida. It has a tropical climate, beautiful beaches, which made it an ideal place for rich Americans to take their holidays. However, it was ruled by a military dictator named Batista, who was corrupt. The Cuban people were mainly farmers and very poor. Batista and his family lived like kings while the poor went hungry. Their money came from American business and the mafia. Batista had allowed American businessmen to open big hotels and the mafia to open and run casinos, from which he was paid a substantial sum. Rich Americans would go there for cheap holidays where they could get alcohol and gambling, which was illegal in many American states. Fidel Castro could see this was wrong, and with his friend Che Guevara organised the poor farmers into an army and set about overthrowing Batista. When Castro came to power, the first thing he did was nationalise the American companies, hotels and casinos. That means he took them off the mafia and the American businessmen and used them for the good of the people. In response, America banned all Cuban imports, and America happened to be Cuba's biggest customer. Castro had to look somewhere else to sell their goods, which was mainly sugar, bananas and cigars, and Russia was willing to buy his goods off him. Up to this point, Castro was not a communist, but seeing as Russia were the only ones willing to help him, he became a communist.